In the eastern African country of Tanzania lies Africa's highest peak, Mount Kilimanjaro. Often nicknamed the Roof of Africa, this mountain is the highest mountain in Africa and the tallest freestanding mountain in the world, rising in isolation from the surrounding scrubland in northern Tanzania. Lying only 3 degrees south of the equator, Mount Kilimanjaro is a dormant volcano consisting of 3 peaks: Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira. The highest peak is Kibo, reaching 5,895 meters, equivalent to about 19,000 feet above sea level. Climbing Mount Kilimanjaro allows one to experience different kinds of environments, including rainforest, moorland, alpine desert, and lastly, snow fields and ice cliffs. It is the snow-capped summit of Mount Kilimanjaro that continues to fascinate people across the globe. For many years, this mountain was known by the local people of the northern Tanzania region, the people of Moshi and Arusha. However, it was not until the late 1800s that the mountain was discovered by the Western world. Since then, the mountain has been visited and climbed by people from all parts of the world. As one of the world's most accessible high summits, most climbers do not need special training to conquer this mountain. Climbers have the option of climbing Mount Kilimanjaro using different routes. All routes pass through a number of ecological zones, mainly the rainforest at the lower slopes, the moorland and alpine desert, and lastly the ice-capped summit. Proceeding higher on the mountain, one passes through the heath, which changes into moorland. This stage is followed by a desert and finally an alpine region with ice glaciers. Although the ice on the mountain form the permanent ice cap of the mountain, they are believed to be receding each year as a result of global warming. The mountain is climbed by thousands of people in teams of different ages and backgrounds. Although most of the climbing routes do not require any mountaineering skills, climbing to Africa's highest point is both physically and mentally demanding. It is reported that as much as 40% of those who set out to climb the mountain turn back before they reach Uhuru Peak on Kibo, the highest peak on the mountain. However, with adequate preparation, including frequent training, any reasonably fit person above the age of 12 can reach the summit successfully. The mountain is climbed by thousands of people in teams of different ages and backgrounds. In November 2006, a number of Canadian students and parents joined the Expedition Africa team to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. The team represented the Expedition Africa team, Algonquin College, and students from Ottawa. The team spent 6 days camping to get in position for an attempt at reaching Gilman's Point, which is recognized as one of the high points on the crater rim. Over the course of the climb, the team had to overcome a number of obstacles. They were tired, cold, hungry, oxygen deprived, to name just a few. They also had to fight the hardship of seeing other climbers from other teams being wheeled down the mountain. Those climbers suffered from altitude-related problems, which is quite often a direct result of trying to reach the summit too quickly. Because of such altitude-related problems, the expedition team leader built enough time in the climbing plan to allow for the expedition team members to properly acclimatize. Mount Kilimanjaro attracts visitors from all corners of the world, improving the tourism of Tanzania. Many of the local people of this region work as porters. This allows them to make a living and to support themselves and their families. The future of Mount Kilimanjaro is at risk because of the consequences of global warming. As global warming continues to increase, only time will tell what will happen to the ice on Mount Kilimanjaro's summit.